Big Dope 7 back with another episode of Road to the World Series. Today we start our first game here with the Diamondbacks series that we'll play against them this year. We could take the season series against the Diamondbacks. Not going to be an easy task though, as we have to face Patrick Corbin. He'll be facing off against our Dan Herron, who did not have a very good outing his last time out, although he did face a very good offense in the but definitely need to start getting on a roll. You see St. Louis on there, Pittsburgh, two teams, and it's sitting at 62 and 72. But the way I figure it is we got to at least win 2 out of every 3 in these series. So we have to win 6 of every 9 to have a chance at making the playoffs here. So without further ado here, let's get into this ball game. Dan Herron tired as all heck. I wonder why. I guess we'll just go to John Lester then, and we'll pitch Dan Herron tomorrow because he is not going to be ready. And we have to have our left-handed lineup in there against Patrick Corbin, who is very tough on lefties. But you see everybody there pretty much up to where they need to be. And why did our lineup get messed with here? I don't know. So Dexter Fowler, I have to fix this because they messed with our... The game messed with my lineup. Okay, that's fantastic. Obviously start Addison Russell at him 9. Damn, this is going to take me a second. Sorry, guys. And we're going to get David Ross in there, eliminate another left-handed bat. So we only got one left-handed bat in there, being Anthony Rizzo. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Wrigley, guys, and I'll be back after the game.
San Francisco Giants for the 3rd time in the last 5 years, and their hero, Madison Bumgarner.
And now the 1-1 delivery, and here it is, and it's swung on a high drive.
Getting ready for first pitch at Wrigley Field. It's the Diamondbacks and Cubs. Next on the show. There are few better places in America to spend an afternoon than this place right here, Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's the opener of this 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cubs. With that, we say hello again, everybody, and welcome to Cubs baseball. Matt Vasgersian with you, Mike's side. I'm joined in the booth by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons as we take a look at our pitching matchup. Steve, 2 southpaws here in the opener.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers on these 2 guys we're going to see here today. Both of these starters coming off of a no decision in their last outing, so both will be looking to get back into the win column here.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks, as their order will read like this. On the mound to face these guys, one of the more consistent left-handers around, as you see the numbers there for the former All-Star John Lester. And there's a look at the defensive alignment for the Cubs here. A.J. Pollock will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Leading off the afternoon for Arizona, center fielder, A.J. Pollock.
And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley. Eric, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Now the 2-0. Hit hard but foul. Two and one. Here's Lester's offering. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Yeah, not the spot to find yourself against a good leadoff hitter. Down 3-1 to start the afternoon? Not good.
Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground towards short. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, there's a good way to start it. A nice little 4-hopper to short to take care of the leadoff guy. And that might help you get into a little bit of a groove.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. Now here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Now Lester's 0-1. Another chance out there at shortstop. On to first, and Markakis is retired, 2 away.
Obviously, it'll be very important to keep these top 2 guys off base going forward. They're the ones that set the table and make this team go. So that's a good job here to set them down to start the ball game.
Paul Goldschmidt will step forward now. Currently 3rd in the National League batting race to begin play. First pitch on the way. And a check swing looked like he went around. Yes, indeed, says the first base umpire. Strike 1. Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. He'll try again, 1-2. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack, no score. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up against a fellow who's really opened a lot of eyes in the early part of his career, all-star lefty Patrick Corbin. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. Now there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Hit hard. Foul. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Eric, our visitors, as they take the field following a scoreless top half. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they've gotten that overall record back to 500 with their most recent win, but they've got a ways to go before they're back in this thing, so they'll need to keep it going right here.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. And with that, we'll trot out our scouting report to give you a better indication as to what kind of pitches you'll see from this 25-year-old lefty going forward. Starlin Castro will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak. First offering on the way. He goes right after the first pitch here and shoots it back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And on cue, here are the National League home run leaders I referred to a moment ago. Runners on first with 1 down. He waits. Now the pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Well, that's a good confidence builder with a runner on base here in the first. This is definitely the man to worry about in this lineup. There's little question about that, so he'll be fired up about that one.
Jorge Soler will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. From the stretch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And foul. He's ready. Now the pitch. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's another 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. The next 0-2. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We played an inning. No score. Number 24 leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Third baseman, number 24.
Now here's the first pitch. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Lester ready, the 1-0. Ball runs in on him here as this is flared out towards second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Jared Saltalamacchia will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A bouncing ball past Lester and into center field. It's a base hit. And with that, he'll stretch that hit streak as he's now hit in 8 straight games. Aaron Hill will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
He's set, now the pitch. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. The 1-1 home. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2. This is headed toward the hole and through the hole. A 1-out single. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Here's Chris Owings now. As Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. He comes in still down on the interstate at 199. 9 homers, 26 RBIs. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a ball lined towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run will score as the Diamondbacks take the early 1-0 lead. David Peralta will step in with a couple of guys in scoring position and a chance to pad this lead a bit early on. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 46,
Patrick Corbin will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with a ground ball, that could be huge.
Now the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. Comes set, now the pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
0-2 now from Lester. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Oh, if there was ever a time for a strikeout, that was it. The bases remain loaded with 2 away now, so, you know, if they can get out of this with only 1 run scoring, that'd be quite a comeback.
A.J. Pollock will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. First pitch to him. And there's the good fastball from Lester as he jumps ahead. No balls and a strike.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
Pause, now the pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Two out, bases loaded. The 2-2. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Denorfia is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So 1 run here on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Cubs nothing. Chris Denorfia will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Now the first pitch. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. The pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Pitch on the way. To the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Now another 0-2. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. To his left, he's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
And that's what the 2-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Javier Baez will stand in now. And as you can see, he enters play with 16 home runs on the season so far. Here's the first offering. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Here we go.
One good fastball deserves another as he jumps ahead 0-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Now here's the pitch. And here's a swing, and another chance out there is short. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 7, catcher,
David Ross will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. First pitch coming. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. We'll see Nick Markakis when we come back. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. And here is Nick Markakis now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Nick Markakis.
Here's the first offering. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch now. Swing and a shot towards second. And this gets on through into right, and he's aboard with the leadoff single.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Paul Goldschmidt will dig in. He popped out in foul territory his first time. And here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. One 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
A runner at first with no outs here. The 2-0 now from Lester. And there's the first strike, 2-1. Here he comes on 2-1. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
Textbook start to the inning right there. Back-to-back hits have him in a good position to maybe stretch out this 1-run lead.
Number 24 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now here's the first pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. One there. On to first, and they get them both.
Man, you get back-to-back singles to start the inning. Everything looking good. And then one pitch later, it all comes crashing down on the double play.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stride in again. He singled and later scored his first time. First pitch on the way. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And even after the double play, you can still make something out of this inning with a simple base hit here.
The 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And this would be a great escape if he could strand that runner at third after those back-to-back singles to start things off.
1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
2-2. Full count, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Men on third with 2 down. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Gets under this one as this is hit high and pretty deep out there to center field. Oh, and he misses it. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Well, I got to think that's going to be an unearned run. He looks like he's there in time to make this play. He just squeezes the glove too early or something. I'm not quite sure what happened, but they're going to hit him with an error.
Aaron Hill will come forward now in an RBI opportunity he probably didn't think he'd have.
Yeah, it certainly didn't look like he'd have one, but now's where you really have to make teams pay. Nothing will demoralize a team in the field quite like having 2 out errors that lead to runs.
First offering on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Let's go, 1-0 on the way. Now a ball hit hard toward first, but a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the D-backs 2 and the Cubs nothing. John Lester makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
And after another swing and miss on a pitch out of the zone, I think it's time to start taking a different approach.
Yeah, they've fallen behind way too easy.
Now the pitch. Slider worked last time. Why not go to it again? 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 3 for him here this afternoon as he begins his 3rd inning of work with a punch-out. And you can see there he currently holds the top spot on this Arizona roster in that category. Addison Russell will get his first shot at it here.
You can do it!
First pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. Here's the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. One out, nobody on. Here comes another 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Now here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Dexter Fowler will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. First pitch coming. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Fowler around second. He's headed for third. And Fowler will get there. He's got a triple.
He does a nice job here going right with the pitch. You can see it's on the outside part of the plate, and he just squares it up perfectly and drives it right through the empty gap. And since they were playing to pull, they've got a long way to go to run this ball down, so that allows them to easily make it up to third base.
Here's Starlin Castro. Swing and a ball hit fairly well, heading high and deep toward right center. And they're going to slice this deficit back down to 1, as this should be good for extra bases. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. And Castro makes it all the way around to third with a triple.
Well, apparently one good triple deserves another. He might have thought about stopping at second, but he thought, you know what, if that guy ahead of me can get 3, I can too. Sure enough, he's in there safely with the RBI.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But this is foul for the first strike.
Come on, Code!
He waits, now the pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. But the Cubs do come through with 1 thanks to the RBI triple. 3 complete from Wrigley Field. It's the D-backs 2 and the Cubs 1. Chris Owings will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Shortstop, Chris.
Now the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Now here it comes. And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single.
Today's players talk about barreling up the baseball, and you cannot barrel it up a whole lot better than that. If you're pitching right there, that's a chuck and duck ball. You better get out of the way.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. And this one's in the dirt. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Yeah, and then just one pitch later, he essentially turns that single into a double by letting him advance into scoring position on the wild pitch. I'm pretty sure that's not what he had in mind.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Lester ready, the 1-0. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
One on its way from Lester. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
Here comes a 1-2. Grounded to third. And the throw by Castro takes care of him for the first out.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Patrick Corbin will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Now Lester's 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Center fielder, number 11.
Well, we already know he didn't like the call, but what does show motion say about it? Yeah, I think he might have a reason to be unhappy, but I tell you, when it's that close, you don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands, especially with 2 strikes.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollard. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Jorge Soler will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Jorge Soler.
First pitch to him. Goes down and gets it as this is bounced to short. And reined in, one away. And so after getting the ground ball with the fastball on that last pitch, that'll segue perfectly to our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Chris Denorfia will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now here's the first pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
And this guy's had his way with it so far. So maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive. So this is a nice first pitch single.
Javier Baez will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Taken the other way, but this should be routine out there in right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
The catcher, number 3,
David Ross will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Has a look, now the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. 1 run, 4 hits. 1 error for the Cubs to this point. He's ready, now the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
Here's the 1-2. Here we go. Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. And no problem out there for Hill as the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We've played 4 full. Diamondbacks lead this one 2-1. Nick Markakis will start things off for the Diamondbacks with Paul Goldschmidt set to follow next.
Nick Markakis.
First pitch coming. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ready now on 1-1. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
I tell you, he has not looked like a 220 hitter to me. This is his second hit of the ball game, and he smoked this one pretty good.
Paul Goldschmidt will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips. And here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. One-0 on the way. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, a big hole on the right side of the infield. You see it there. With the first baseman holding, the second baseman at double play depth, there's a lot of real estate out there, and he just bounces it right through the opening.
Into the box now, number 24, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0. Line hard into left. Denorfia is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia, is in now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. He's set. Now the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
So here's Aaron Hill, as he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. Comes set. Now the pitch. And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. And that last pitch was number 74 for Lester in this one. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And they'll try to keep crowding him in, but this pitch misses as well. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Now the 2-1 pitch. Here's the ball hit high in the air and fairly deep toward the right field corner. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. John Lester will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's the first offering. Aaron Hill at second. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Addison Russell will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
Pitch on the way. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
The pitch. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. The 0-2 once more. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Here it comes. Now a big swing as this is popped up. And I mean way up there toward the right side of the infield. And that'll be taken down by Hill, and there are two away.
And his control's been real good here into the middle innings now. You'll see where this pitch is. Another great location right on the corner, and he gets him to pop it up.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As with two away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike one. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, and Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
One run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Cubs to this point. Here's the pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, down 2-1. Chris Owings will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Chris Owings.
Come on now.
First pitch on the way. Curveball looked at here for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 now from Lester. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Now the pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
David Peralta will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. And this is fouled straight back. From the stretch. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy.
The pitcher, number 46, Patrick Corbin.
Patrick Corbin will stand in, and you can almost guarantee he'll be trying to move those runners here. First pitch coming. And they indeed want the pitcher to move his runners as he puts this one down. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Well, this might have been one of those balls where he just needed to take a bite out of it at third. You can see him charge in, barehand the thing, and then try to whip it over there to first base, but he winds up throwing it wildly.
In now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take a look at ball one. You got to say, for a strikeout pitcher, not too many strikeouts here so far.
And he's in a big need of one right here. It would definitely come in handy.
The 1-0 home. 2-0 now.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
The 2-0 on the way. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. Here he comes on 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Here's the full count offering. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball toward the hole. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. Nick Markakis will get another shot now. 2 for 3 in the game. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he drops that one in for strike 2.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a hard liner toward short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Well, here's something for you kids to remember. You gotta freeze on a line drive if you're at second base. Make sure that that ball gets through before you take off and try to advance. And that's a good read there, and he's able to get back and avoid being doubled off.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He waits, now the pitch. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
He's ready, now the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And it's a foul ball. First and second now, 1 man out. The next 0-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Soler is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
I think at first he probably had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Number 24 will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Come on, let's hold on. Let's go, Chicago.
First pitch coming. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Here's a 1-0. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. Does he dare go fastball here 2-0?
I think he's got to.
The 2-0 now from Lester. Hit hard down the line toward the coaching box. It's a foul ball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Now the 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Fouled back. Now the payoff pitch home. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a couple of men left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cubs 1. Back here with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as Starlin Castro gets ready to start out the Cubs half of the inning. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. First offering on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips. Now the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. For Castro, he's in scoring position with double number 27 on the year. He's ready now. The pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul for strike 2. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. From the belt, the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And that's a pitch they were set up for. That slider breaking down around the knees, that's a good job of holding off on the swing.
Now the 1-2. And now the bat explodes as this is popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Yeah, that's the thing about a 2-seam fastball. It'll really bear in tight. Show motion will give you a good look at what this will do to the bat. It just explodes on impact.
In is Jorge Soler. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The next pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Here's the 1-1. This ball's grounded foul. There's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Another 1-2 delivery. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball two. Here's the 2-2 offering. Pitch in the dirt, swung on and missed for strike three as they'll need to throw to first here. And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are two away now. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the seventh with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Jared Saltalamacchia will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Catcher number 39, Jared Saltalamacchia.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Neil Ramirez is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Neil Ramirez.
Jared Saltalamacchia will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Jared Saltalamacchia.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. In there, 1-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. That's slowly hit to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Second baseman, number 2, Aaron Hill.
1 away now for the second baseman, Aaron Hill. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Now here it comes. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. The 1-2 with one away. And that misses 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Oh, that's just a blazer right there. He says, enough with trying to get you to chase. This is mano a mano, and he throws it right past him.
Here's Chris Owings now, as he will take a look at strike one on a fastball right down the pipe.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Pitch on the way. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Now here's the pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that.
Diamondbacks down in order, but they lead it 4-1.
That eye.
And he struck him. Chris Denorfia will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. First pitch to him. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, you always want to be aggressive at the plate, but my goodness, look at that ball-to-strike ratio so far. These guys are swinging at everything. I mean, everything.
Javier Baez will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Here's the first offering. And that swung on and missed for strike one. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, and if anything, he's looking stronger than ever here in this 7th inning.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the pitch.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning. The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a 1.
And he reaches out and lines this one into center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Out single.
David Ross will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Miguel Montero will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 47, Miguel Montero.
First things first, here's a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
And he'll step off and fire to the bag. They put the tag on him, and he is out at first base.
Well, when you're down by 3, I think you need to be a little more careful over there. This is a really bad time to be giving away outs on the base paths. He's got to be smarter.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Montero waits. Now the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. 1-1 on the way. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Now the 1-2 home to Montero. And this ball is lined into center field, and right off the bench he comes through. It's a base hit.
It wasn't just that he was getting fastballs there. He was getting hittable fastballs. This catches a ton of the plate, and he turns it around for a solid single.
Austin Jackson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Austin Jackson.
Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that, the inning comes to a close. One left for the Cubs, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Miguel Montero will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 47, Miguel Montero.
David Peralta will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Jason Mott will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Number 30, Jason Mott.
David Peralta will dig in, 1 for 2 to this point in the ball game.
David Peralta.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out. Well, look there at the numbers for our 2 starters here today, with both guys recently departed from the ball game and looking on from the dugout. Patrick Corbin will get an opportunity here for a 4th plate appearance this afternoon, and he's really earned it. First pitch coming. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And now a pitch on the way. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. The pitch. Oh, and he dusted it that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
He will definitely get out up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. And Rizzo won't get to this one. It's a fair ball.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
A.J. Pollock will step in, an RBI single this last time around. And here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now the 1-0. Look out, 2-0 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Here's the 2-0. Lined hard to center field. Fowler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Well, in this at-bat, he did everything right. He got himself into a good hitter's count. That's 2-0. Found a good pitch to hit, and he hit it hard. Just unlucky, I guess. He hit it right at somebody.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now this isn't much. It's ball 1.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with the fastball.
The 1-1 now to Markakis. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 2-1 home. And this is going to be a foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. The 2-2 coming. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. 3-2 now.
And even though that runs the count full, you'll at least get the benefit of giving that runner at first a head start here.
Payoff pitch coming. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
First baseman.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Now the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. 2 down, runners at first and second. Comes set, now the pitch. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Addison Russell will step in now, 0 for 2 to this point.
The shortstop, Addison.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Well, the guy you see right there has been terrific. But will they let him work these final 2 innings?
Well, I think the pitch count is in his favor. Everybody pays a lot of attention to that. So barring a huge spike right here in the 8th, I don't see any reason why he can't get these final 6 outs.
Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 24,
Dexter Fowler will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And he is going to reach. It's a base hit.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just 1 away.
Starlin Castro will stand in, and as you see, needs only a big fly to complete this cycle. Now here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
All right, let's go.
He's set, now the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. The 1-1. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. To second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more fun here on a Friday afternoon after this. Number 24 will dig in. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far.
third baseman, number 24.
First pitch on the way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Here's the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
This is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now the 1-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. There to play it is Castro, and he's got it for the first out.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. I mean, this pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
The catcher, Jared Saltalamacchia, is in now. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. Here's the 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. One out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way. Rip toward the gap in right. No one's going to get to this one, and it should be good for extra bases. He's around first, on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, the average is clearly not where he wants it to be, but you wouldn't know it by that swing right there. Pitch selection has been a problem for him, but this is right out over the plate, and this might help him get back into a positive state of mind.
So here's Aaron Hill, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He waits. Now the pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now. Runner at second here with one man out. He's set. Now the pitch. Pitch is away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
When you're already losing, the one thing you can't do is give away more runs. I mean, you're already in the hole. The last thing you want to do is keep digging, but that's what's happening right here. Things are going from bad to worse.
Chris Owings comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. Not close. It's 2-0. The 2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Looks like the error may be affecting him after all.
You know, I think it is. You go 3-0 to the next guy. Now things are starting to slowly get away from him.
Here it comes, 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Comes set. Now the pitch. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2. Full count pitch on its way. Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Denorfia is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
And that's a nice comeback from down 3-0 to get the fly ball out. This is a guy he did not want to walk, so he made sure the next few pitches were at least in the strike zone.
David Peralta will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. He's ready now. The pitch. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. Fowler is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Only one in the inning for Arizona. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. D-backs lead it 5-1. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now here it comes. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
Here comes the 1-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
Jorge Soler will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First offering on the way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Another 0-2 home. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. Throw on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now.
Now batting, left fielder,
Chris Denorfio is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Number 12 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Fouled back. Pitch on the way. Bouncing ball back up the middle. Throw in time for the final out, and the Diamondbacks have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, we talked about how they needed a good outing out of this guy, and he gave them that and even more, finishing off the complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
That's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 5-1. So long from Wrigleyville.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Diamondbacks.
Knocking pictures off the wall.
Guys, we take the loss here in this one, and we just completely beat ourselves today, and that coupled with the fact that Patrick Corbin pitched a heck of a ball game for them really hurt us in this one in the end, as we dropped this one 5-1. Only one run for us in this ball game came on back-to-back triples off of Patrick Corbin, and John Lester he was having a rough time, wasn't that sharp, but still pitched a decent ball game. You can't really fault him on this one. The defense really let us down, and our timely hitting again letting us down on this one. But you know what? That's just kind of the way this season's gone. It's not really been the greatest season, and I'm thinking if I can at least finish over between 70 and 75 wins this year, I feel like that'll be a win for me after starting off so poorly earlier in the season. But we'll see what happens. Come on back for some more, guys. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. Continue to check out all the rest of our other seasons, our hockey season and our basketball season. Football is over, but we'll probably be bringing that back sometime in the spring, possibly, as we continue our rebuild season and quest for a Super Bowl. But that's going to go do it. Thanks for watching, guys. And I'm Big Dope 7. You guys be sure to keep it real.